Hi guys, I'm Darren, PDA professional at Halifax West End Golf Club. Welcome back to the channel and I hope you're well. I recently posted asking which holes you have the most problems with. Thank you all for commenting and voting. 49% of you said that par 3s was an issue. So in today's video, we're going to be focusing on those par 3 problems. We find ourselves on the 8th hole at Halifax West End Golf Club. A relatively short par 3, 146 yards, and as you can see from the overhead, got a couple of issues around the greens along with out of bounds over the back. And this is what we tend to find with most par 3s, is they have generally more hazards around the green. It may be a short hole. We've got one at West End which is 99 yards long and it has 7 bunkers around it, and it's not an easy hole, you know. So first things first is treat these holes with the same respect as you would do as a long hole. It might be a short hole, it might look relatively straightforward, but just treat it with the respect. Before we even tee up the golf ball, the main things we need to do with these holes is find out where we can miss, where's going to be an easy miss. So if you look now, we've got an overhead view of the 8th hole, and there's a bunker onto the right of the green which is next to the green, and then the one on the left is quite a way back without a bounds over the back of the green. So I identified these as red and green areas. So the easy miss on this hole, the 8th hole, would be to the left of the hole. Anything left will give you a relatively easy chip if you miss the green, or an easy putt across the green. All your hazards tend to be behind the green and to the right of the green. Yes, I know that there's a bunker on the left hand side, but it's quite a way short of the green. It shouldn't come into consideration if you've chosen the right club. So anything to the left of this hole will give you an easy 2-putt or an easy chip. The next thing that we're going to take into consideration is choosing the right club, and this is the most important thing. Do you use a GPS device? If you do, what do you use? Do you use a laser like myself or a GPS? Pop it into the comments down below if you do use a device, and how have you found it since you've started using it? Have you been choosing the right club? So from giving playing lessons to people, I'm playing at the same golf course all the time. What I tend to find with members is that just over there is the 7th green. So they'll come down come round the pie of the 7th green and put their clubs just at the top of the path there, and then walk on down, bringing one club with them that they generally will play on this hole. The problem being is that the conditions do change. So we might be into the wind, we might be downwind, we might be not hitting it very well. The tee boxes move forward, the tee boxes move back. So all this has got to take into consideration. Don't just choose the same club every time. So be religiously, bring your golf bags to the tees. Therefore your GPS device will get you a distance from the tee box. You know, pick out the flag. You know, where I'm here now, and it's 143 yards to the flag. Another thing to take into consideration is the topography and the terrain of the hole. So if it is uphill, it's going to be more club. If it is downhill, it's going to be less club, because of the extended flight on a downhill shot and the curtail flight of an uphill shot. So do take that into consideration as well. If you do use a GPS device, one of the benefits of using a GPS device over a laser is it gives you a front distance and a back distance. So by utilising your front and your back distance, it helps you if you are in between clubs. So if you think you're going to be using too much club, look at the back edge distance and see if that club is going to hit it beyond the green. If it isn't, then it's probably safe to say that you can put a nice swing on that extra club and not be fearful of going over the green. So the final thing to take into consideration is where to tee the golf ball and how high to tee it. So sometimes we have flags that are tucked behind bunkers. So you may want to go to the opposite side where the bunker is so that you can get a more of a clearer line into the flag if you are aiming for the flag, or you may want to go to the side where the bunker is, so you're hitting away from trouble into the what you would consider your green area. So that's point one to take into consideration. Second thing is, I see many people when giving playing lessons chuck the ball on the floor, or even have a little bit of a dig with their club to tee it up. Okay? You have the choice on a par 3 how your lie is going to be. On a par 4 and a par 5, you have to hit it where the ball lies. You know, the rules of golf say, you know, play the course as you find it, play the ball as it lies. On a par 3, you have a choice where that lies, so always use a tee, okay? But looking at this picture that I've just brought up now, it's important to tee it at the right height. And so what I would always think about is you're just looking to get that above the level of the ground. There's 3 different tee heights now. There's obviously one on the ground, and you can see where it is on your club. And the one that's teed up too high will come off the top of the golf club. The one in the middle, the yellow golf ball, will be hit more out of the middle. So just think about putting it into the ground. Just push it in, so it's just, the golf ball is just a bit proud of the teeing ground, and that way you're going to get a nice clean strike, and you're going to hit the golf ball out of the meat of the golf club, the middle of the golf club, and therefore distance judgment will be better. So we've taken everything into consideration. We can miss it left, so we're going to aim a little bit left side of the green, slightly into the wind, so we've taken that extra club. It's slightly uphill, we've taken that extra club, and make a nice committed swing. So by having a clear plan of what you're going to do, how you're going to execute it, will help you play them par 3s a lot better. Planning is the key, preparation is the key for these holes. If you are new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, please do consider hitting that subscription button below, along with that notification bell. I bring you weekly content, a little bit like this one here, which is quite apt for this video, is how high should you tee an iron. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to welcoming you on my next video.